This is Monsters and Money in the Morning.
One thing, Mike, hit the music.
Tech Corner.
All right, that's right. It's Tech Corner. Every week we focus our attention on a local technology company that's doing something different here in Chicago. This week we welcome Jeanniey Mullen from Zinio. Okay.
Unbelievable.
All right, I give. What is it? What does Zinio do? What does your company do?
Zinio is the world's largest newsstand. We bring 2,400 magazines, 70,000 issues of magazines available to your desktop, your laptop, your netbook, your computer, your iPad, your Android, your iPhone, anywhere around the world.
So you're a software company? You're an application company
that's revolutionizing reading. We're much more than software and technology. We digitize magazines, we distribute them, we help design interactive features on them. So we're more of a technology and services company.
So who are your customers? Are your customers the magazine companies or the device operators? Who pays you?
Yes.
Both.
Everybody pays us. It's great. That's why I'm so happy.
That's why I got a new scarf.
That's right. That's right. No, mainly the publishers will give us their content, which is critical into making Zinio successful offering to consumers. And consumers come on and they'll purchase their favorite magazines, either single issues, subscriptions, or back issues. Oh, yes.
I can imagine that it's wonderful on something that's as large as the screen as this, but is this really successful on a tiny little iPhone? Isn't it hard to read articles on that?
It kind of would be, but what we've done is we've changed the way that the articles look on the smaller screens. We've optimized for the different sizes of screens that people read on so that it gives you a better experience. And I can actually show you that.
So as an example, can you show us a page there on your iPad?
Absolutely. So for example, this is the featured articles.
You gotta watch which magazine you go to.
You gotta watch, yeah. Well, there's a lot on here that people love. I'm gonna actually go to my library, and in my library I have a number of articles that are downloaded that I can read when I'm offline or that I can read when I'm online. So I'm going to go over here through my library and find, for instance, Car and Driver. So in Car and Driver, I'm looking at this beautiful article on a Ferrari. I can go into a photo slideshow, which is something that they've done to enhance the content. So now I can see the insides of this Ferrari. But as I go through the actual articles of the magazine, I can scroll down at the bottom and find the article that I want. I can go to the table of contents up at the top. When I go through the table of contents, it actually gives me the article in a text format. So on a small screen, I can actually read this.
So how do the advertisers make out here? Because obviously you're going to download the articles and read the articles and skip the pages with all the ads that we finger through on a magazine.
I don't think so. I mean, the articles look pretty darn amazing on an iPad.
You mean the advertising?
Yes.
Yeah, the advertising looks pretty amazing on an iPad. It's pretty dynamic.
I would ask you this, how much, now I'll name it, People Magazine, Us, and Sports Illustrated. Is it one set price for all, or is there different prices according to the magazine?
Yes. What we do is we insist that the publishers set their own pricing.
Okay.
And up until the iPad came out, most of the digital publications were priced at 10 to 20% less than what you would see on the newsstand, because on a PC screen, you know, the font's a little smaller than what you would see if you're holding it. But now that it's completely mobile, and people are setting this on their coffee table or next to their nightstand at bed, and they're picking it up and reading Us Weekly 150,000 times more than they would if they have to remember to bring their magazine with them, there's more value. And so as we're adding video and content and more value, the pricing we expect.
So you're doing what I've been asking the newspaper industry to do for about 2 years. Start charging, if you're the Sun-Times, Tribune, USA, start charging for the internet, and it's going very well for you. Some people would say, why don't you just put the magazine articles up for free and get the money from the magazine people? But you said no. People will pay for this if they don't have to go to the store and get them.
Yes.
How much does it cost for the service? Does it depend on magazine by magazine, or can you buy a huge chunk and save yourself a lot of money?
Well, it's magazine by magazine right now. We are looking into bundled packages where you pay X dollars a month and have access to read what you want. But the Zinio application is free, and one of the things that Zinio did that we think is really critical is we built an approach that we call Unity, because we felt consumers use different devices throughout the day.
Right.
The average consumer will see 4 different screens in the course of the day: their home computer, their work computer, a smartphone, and a TV. So if you left the standard model where you had to pay every time you wanted to buy a new piece of content on a device, nobody's going to want to pay 4 times for Us Weekly in 1 month so they can read it wherever they are. So what we did is we offer the ability to buy it once on any device and then have it available to read for free on any other device you pick up.
Yeah, that's
so now
the
your
perfect
content
part.
is wherever you are, and that by itself.
I have to tell you, we talk about this a lot, and to Mike's point, this is the future. They can make money. Magazines can survive, but they have to follow. They got to get Zinio.
That's right.
Gotta get Zinio.
Jeannie, thanks very much.
Yay! I got my own song. I feel so honored.
To find you, we go to your website, which is www.zinio.com, right, for more information. We'll have a link to that on our website.
Thanks so much for joining us. Tech Corner.
We love it here.
Thank you.
All right. It's time for us to check in with Mary Kay Kleiss for a quick look at what's coming up today in terms of weather.